It's another 50,000, man. All we need is like another... What is it? Let's just do the math here real quick. We're at 1.4, so we need 50,000 divided into 600 or 6 million. Wait, not 6 million, 600,000. So 12 days. Another 12 days just like that and we'll be good. Somewhat annoyed again today, huh? Well, that's too bad. Oh, it's December 22nd and it is snowing. It's snowing like a mother hunchy out here. Oh, by the way, hi guys. This is probably the start of a new video here because the last one I just recorded was actually the second half of a video that I've had done for like a week and a half now. So, good to have that done. Oh, hi there, Cloth. Whoops. Get your mouse inside the game there, Timbo. Don't be messing about. Alright, just dropping off the artisans here. Let's go ahead and fill up some of these side quests here. Some maple syrup, lingcod. Gonna bring a little bit of everything. Oh yeah, the coconut was one more thing I needed to bring though, so glad I just happened to do that when I did. Pizza. Might as well. Alright. Oh, that note block sounded good with the music there just now. It was a 7th note over a 3rd minor, so it actually worked. Alright, nice going. Pine tar. We'll sort this out when we get back. Well, speaking of which, I should probably check in on these. Aw, what'd I tell you? Should I be responsible here and stop giving alcohol to Penny's mom? I mean, if I'm gonna be her girlfriend, I should probably be more attentive to what she cares about, which includes not allowing her mom to drink herself into an early grave. I kind of wish there was a... And there may be one, actually, and I'm just not aware of it. Like, of all the places that they can warp you with the totems, I'm surprised the desert is not one of them. Because how cool would it be to warp to the desert, get started on Skull Caverns at 6:30 in the morning? That would be cool. So I went the wrong way here. Oh, here it goes. We've just triggered it. Oh, wow, a bear? Jeez. Gee, I wonder who wants the maple syrup here. That smell. Come... A bear is talking to me. You're almost getting as weird as Persona 5 here. Not quite. Oh, he's happy. It's not every day I get to speak to a human. Looks like you've got a little forest magic in you. I know. Now about my note, did you bring the good stuff? Yeah, it's a year old, but I don't think syrup spoils. Oh, that smell. This is really sweet stuff. Oh my god, somebody must have had so much fun with this. It's my favorite sauce. It makes me very happy. Well, now we have 2 hearts with the bear. You've made a friend today in Capri Sun. Maybe I'll randomly show up in the mines and whack away some of those dragons for you. The bear left you with his special knowledge. Salmon berries and blackberries are now worth 3 times the gold. Dude. That's so weird. That is a weird reward. It's not at all what you would expect. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, let's just go here. Now, I know salmon berries, if I remember right, sold for 5 gold before. So I guess now they sell for, what, 15? So that's not a big deal. The blackberries, though, I know those were a little different. I know those sold for a little more, but... Of course, when will that ever be relevant to us? Probably not until the fall. Which, again, like, are we playing that far into the game? I don't know. We could. I could see myself, though, once I get past year 2, though, like, maybe then starting to play a little bit off-screen. You know, just to get whatever. Well, more so just... Oh man, I could have picked some fresh maple syrup for that guy. Probably would have been so... Whoa, what did I just do? What did I try to open there just now? All I saw was try again, cancel. So bad about moving my cursor outside the window. Leah, how goes it? I have no truffles. I don't even have, like... You know what? Never mind. It's cold outside, but the coffee's hot. Yeah, it's not all that's hot. I got some hot gifts for you. 2 of them, in fact. Well, no, actually 1, because I never got the lobster. But here's your coconut. Now, there's a soothing sight for my winter eyes. It's gonna be perfect for my coconoto. Thanks. Boom, there's more money. Just like that. Oh, wow. Wait, I can't... Oh... Bring Caroline a pumpkin. Well, you know, I could totally do that. Well, I wish I had seen that was there. And Gus and Albacore. Well, Gus, you got a lot of side quests in you, buddy. Let me run back and see. I might have an Albacore there. I might have an Albacorky. I know I have a pumpkin for Caroline. That's easy. Oh, well, not much luck on the Albacore. But I did get a pumpkin. If I had to... Oh, well, look at that. Jeez, man. Good timing there. Look at this. Oh, the pumpkin. Thank you for bringing it a year and a month too late. But I'll still give you the same money for it because we're awesome around here. Ooh-wee. 500 gold right there. Alright, what else? Oh, good. Okay, it's Willie who wants the link cod, of course. Let's see if I can get down there to you before you close. Then we'll probably just finish out the day hoeing. Scare the birds! Scare the birds. I thought for sure you were going to be closed today. Jeez. Linkod, where are you? Man, this is a gold star too, let me tell you. Hey, that's a real lunker. You've certainly got the angler's blood in you. Yeah, I know. Pretty awesome, aren't I? 550. This is how you make money, my friends, let me tell you. So, lobster we don't have. Granny's gift. Oh, Evelyn wants to surprise her husband with a leak. You know, 500, 600 gold is like nothing at this point, so... I mean, it's still something, but it's not enough to really get too excited about. Yeah, I booked those plane tickets today for, I think I talked about this in the last video. It's not a big deal, but I booked plane tickets for Atlanta instead of driving it. Because my trip's in, like, a week from today. Well, a week from yesterday, actually. So, you know, I was going to drive it, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's weird. I just did it because that's the way I was feeling today. Maybe if I just left it be, you know, by the time got here, I would have been okay with driving again, but it's funny how sometimes you have to make decisions in your life, like, cause I was thinking about it today, and it's like, man, that's gonna be a really long drive, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass, and all this stuff, but, you know, maybe you won't be feeling that way when the day actually comes, I don't know. But it's like, do you want to take that chance, though, you know, because what if you're feeling the same way when the day comes? You won't be able to change it then. You won't be able to just change your mind, so I kind of just booked the ticket because I figure, like, if it weren't such a huge difference between the flight time and the drive time, because, like, Washington, D.C., for example, I can drive to that in about 6.5 hours, but if I fly to it, well, I have to connect because we don't have direct flights there from here. So I end up, like, going on 2 different planes, and both flights are, like, an hour long. It's by that point, you know, you're saving time. You're not saving time by driving, but it's about the same time to drive as it is to fly, overall, from the time you leave to the time you actually get there. So, and it's the same with Toronto, you know, it's like I can drive there in about 6.5 hours too, maybe 6 even, if I'm speeding, which I don't advise doing. But, But then if I fly there, it's like, well, you know, it's like an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours there. Well, is it though? It's been so long since I've flown to Toronto, I don't even remember. Because I've only really flown there from Columbus once. Hey, Penny. You know, I was thinking about you the other day, and, damn it. Well, here, have one of my rabbit's feet. Holy... Does she not like that? Oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. I thought, oh my god, is the patrol out today? Like, to just not allow horses to go by? Ooh, oh, I thought that was Abigail. Wow. I'm, like, a little shocked by that. I know that there's, like, some items in the game that are, like, universal likes, but then there's, like, one person that doesn't like them. But I didn't think rabbit's foot was one of them. Wow, man. Well... hopefully she'll forgive me for that. Maybe she just doesn't believe in luck. The difference between driving and flying to Toronto is about the same. It's only like 2 hours. So you figure, well, you know, if you're going to fly, you got the cost of the plane tickets, but more than that, you got the cost of parking at the airport. I mean, that's like... I don't know. Like, if you leave your car there for a week, it's like $50 or something like that. Holy crap. It's funny because every time I go to the airport and I see how many cars are actually in that parking lot, it just kind of blows my mind because it's like, I thought everybody was like poor. Like, I didn't know this many people could afford to fly. I'm like, holy crap. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just surprised. Maybe it's just a sign of the times again or something. Because, I mean, when I was growing up, like, we could never afford to fly somewhere. That was like a huge luxury. And I guess maybe it's not as rare as I thought. I guess my experience in the world is kind of really limited in that regard or something. So many misconceptions I had about things like that, you know? But yeah, like, I mean, all my years growing up as a teen, as a young adult, flying was just not an option. We just couldn't afford it. We lived in Georgia. We grew up. We took trips out to South Carolina, trips down to Jacksonville, Florida, trips off to Kentucky, you know, to see Grandma and Grandpa, but we never flew. We just never did it. It was just not in the realm of possibility. But I also don't consider us to be a poor, like, I never thought that we were a poor family. Were we? Because I see all those cars in that parking lot and I'm seeing something that I never had for the longest time, and maybe they didn't either for the longest time, and now they just now are able to too, just like me. I don't know. It's just weird. Oh no. Did the bear not want my maple syrup? Oh, jeez, dude. Let's just throw our stuff in here. 38 snow yams and 38 winter roots. Okay. And last but not least, pine tar. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I don't have time to get those. Oh, not a huge amount of money to speak of there. I guess, well, snow yams and winter roots are some of it. Wow, did those get nerfed, or am I just... Or did my standards go up? I think my standards went up is probably what happened there. I don't know. Whatever. Day 23, almost Christmas. We got our chocolate cake. Whoa, what is this? Cancel. Folder in use. Jeez. I noticed that when I did. Alright, here, grab your pumpkins first. If you're gonna pick these, might as well put the next ones in at the same time, right? Pickled pumpkins, hell yeah. Like the sure old cooking recipe used to make the corn and the fish is fresh. Lobster bisque. Sure thing. Found this in a drawer somewhere, thought you could use it. Hey, yo. That's 500G right there. All for me. Yeah, someone did mention in the comments something about about something I said about, like, business people having boring conversations at the airport. And they said, well, the business people like what they do for the same reason that you like Stardew Valley, because they like optimization. And I'm just like, well, shit, dude. You got a point there, don't you? So I can't say nothing about that. Oh, I was checking the weather here. Why am I doing that? Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it, man. Let's go. Yeah, I guess the weather finally decided to cool off here a couple days ago. It was literally, like, in the 80s for 4 days in early October. You know, and I remember thinking even then, you know, it's not supposed to be doing that. There's got to be a fall here eventually, and, well, all those 80s days got done. It went down to 70 the day after that, and 54 the day after that, so... Of course, by the time you get all the way up to next year, you don't remember what the day-to-day temperatures were last year, so just remember. If it did it last year, you just remember that it sucked. Of course I do, because I have my, you know, diaries, which, you know, my tapes and stuff. I don't make tapes anymore, but I have, like, my phone has a bunch of voice recordings on it. They're like, oh, here we go, just the same as always, huh? Nothing new here, folks. Nothing new to see here. I should have brought the stone. Well, let's just get some stone then. Why don't we? Oh my god, dude. Seriously. You know what? I'm not even messing with it. Also, we haven't eaten our spicy eel yet. Let's do that. Catch me if you can. Oh, I guess you can. Guess you caught me. Too bad. Sucks to be me. Alright, let's make that trip. This is like one of the floors you definitely don't want to get, but and sometimes you get lucky and find one on the way, or find one right there. Still haven't seen a hole yet. Like, we're on floor 11 here. I haven't seen one yet. Uh-oh. Oh, sure, because they weren't already flying at me 10 million at a time. I see it, I see it. Do it. Do it. I'm falling for it this time. Oh, yeah. I still can't believe I let myself die on that last recording. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, hell, look at this. Here. Bomb for you. Oh, and the staircase is already there. I keep calling it a staircase, and that's not what it is. It's a ladder. You know, it's like, good lord, dude. Well, I guess it's time again to make up some lyrics to the song that is playing in the background. So here we go. Here we go. You just can't help but get Donkey Kong Country flashbacks to this song. Here they go. DK and DD in the caves, riding those mine carts every now and again. DK farts. Diddy holds his nose because there ain't no toilet paper where those monkeys are going. So you gotta hope the smell will get absorbed by the darkness like Paul's prayers in Earthbound after so many people have answered. But you know there are better things to talk about, like what the weather's gonna do 12 days from today. It'll probably be snowing by then. It'll be the middle of November. I don't know what else to say. Guess I'm gonna go get my oil changed. Man, we were going there for a minute. Well, the song decided to be quiet too. It's like, well, you weren't doing anything anyway, so I'm just gonna turn the song off. Thanks, game, for echoing my own insecurity-ridden thoughts. It's a horrible habit of mine, is projecting my insecurities onto other people. I don't know, or like thinking that other people are looking at me thinking, what a loser. I guess what you grow up with is how you perceive reality, and that's... I mean, if I'm being honest here, that's kind of what I grew up with, mostly, like, in high school. Oh, it's just... I remember my first day in high school. I'm pretty sure I haven't told this story, and I've always wanted to. It's not even a story. It's not that good. Trust me, for real this time, it's not. But I was sitting there, and my nose was running. Because all my life, I've always had one of those noses, you know? Those noses, you know? That just runs all the time for no reason, whatever, and apparently... I guess we just couldn't afford to go to a doctor to figure out what the problem was, so whatever. Just had to live with it. Yeah, I already established we were poor here by the fact that we couldn't fly on our travel trips, so hey. Not that I'm trying to make a big self-pitying thing about it now or anything, but... but anyway. So what was I even on there? Yeah, so like, it's the first day of school, I'm sitting there and my nose is running, and I'm trying my dangest to hide it because I know it's embarrassing. And eventually, I just... Shit, I think I have told this story. Why do I worry so much about that? I worry about it because on Rant Grumps, somebody was saying, oh, Danny's run out of stories. And it's like, well, I'm the other 40-year-old LPer besides him, so... Well, no, well, I mean, there's Lucaden too, but she's not known for telling stories the way me and him are. So, Anyway, well, yeah, I was sitting there at my desk and, like, I had this runny nose, and I couldn't hide it, and I was trying to, and eventually I tried to sniffle it up. And it just made the most cruffled, like, you know, just the... It was like listening to an ASMR video, basically, in that classroom the whole time, with me there with my nose just oh my god, just snot rippling up my nostrils, and I tried to suck it back up, and I'm just like, oh god. And the moment I did it, like, the moment my nose made that sound of snot rippling back up as I sucked it back in, well, I could hear them laughing, you know. And I'm sure maybe they were trying to hide it or something. I don't know, maybe they were trying to hide it to make me feel better, I don't know. But it's just, I knew they were laughing because they... Like, what a loser, you know? What a loser. He has that runny-ass nose. What a loser. He can't afford to fix it, you know? I'm so absorbed in what I'm saying here. Dude, I was trying to eat. It jumped down the hole for me, though. I'll eat now. But let's not hit this iridium here. I kept telling myself, like, don't hit it, you know? You're trying to get to level 100. It's only 6... Oh, no, it's 850. Dang, I thought that said 650. That would have been really good. I don't know. We're making some progress here, though. We have enough stone to skip a floor if we come across one of them. I think I'll start dropping some bombs here. Maybe even one over here, I don't know. Boom. Grab your stone, grab your gold, grab your iron, grab your wife. Yeah, it's funny I get on this talk of projecting insecurity, because that's kind of what I was doing in a certain comment I left today. I left this kind of heated comment on an Attacking Toucans video, where... Because, like, he had said something in a previous video about privacy and stuff, and the government, and his thing was basically, well, I got nothing to hide, so, you know, I don't care if they watch me. And when he said that, I just knew people were going to go back at him and say, oh, no, you're wrong, because, you know, this and that and the other. And I get it, you know, I totally do. I don't want the government snooping in on our stuff any more than anybody else does. It's just the thing that I don't get about it is, you're so scared of the government watching you. Why aren't you scared of, like, people in the mall watching you, or... You know, I wish that the government could be the thing that I was most scared of, but I'm not, you know, because the government's not going to say, oh, what a loser. It goes back to that whole thing again, you know, about people watching you and saying, oh, what a loser, or what a, you know, what a fat, ugly nerd. You know, look at how he walks. They make fun of how you walk. They make fun of how you chew your food. They make fun of you because you breathe with your mouth open. I mean, fucking A, even Stranger Things makes fun of that. You just can't get away from it, you know? The thing of it is, like, the government has the power to change your life, you know? And people at the mall don't have the power to do that. So, they're not as dangerous as the government is. That's what the... You know, and I understand that. I mean, that makes perfect sense. It's just that I wish I could be more like other people and not be so scared of being judged or being, you know, just like those kids in school, you know, laughing at me because of my nose. I feel like everybody's laughing at me everywhere, like, physically, anywhere I go. It's easier at cons, you know, and it's like, well, yeah, but don't you go to all these cons? You're surrounded by people there. Why doesn't that bother you? No, that doesn't bother me because I know that they're like me. They're gamers like me, you know, we're all nerds. Or you go to the store, that's not how it is. You're a nerd. You're back to being a nerd again. You're back to being an outcast again. It's just like, oh. So I guess that kind of stuff just never goes away or something. That anxiety of, like, of just not being accepted by society. I'm gonna actually, I don't know if it's worth it at this point because I'm out of time, but I'm gonna try to, see how far down. Oh, look at this, look at this. Mega Bomb! Well, hell yeah. Sure did. Okay, where are we at on this? 1220 and floor 92. No, this ain't happening. Look how close we're getting, though. Do I just need to blow everything up with a bomb at this point? There it is. You know, and I realized something. Oh, go for it. Go for it. Oh my god! Oh, are you serious now? Of all the times for that to happen. Sure, I always want you to drop me 9 levels, but not when I'm on floor 92. Oh, you bastard. That is outrageous. So basically, I've been told, you know, that... And I actually did think about this last time I did it, but you can just let yourself pass out in the mines if you want. The only thing it costs you is $1,000. But you don't actually lose anything. So you might as well just pass out in the mines. But here's the thing, though. If you could just stay in the mines and pass out at 2 o'clock, then what's the point of the return scepter, you know? What, to save that 1,000 gold, you know? To get home early? I mean, even with the return scepter, you're better... Holy jeez, look at this. I mean, let's set a record here, huh? Just the idea of passing out all the way down here just gives me anxiety, though. I know, you shouldn't let that rule what the decisions you make in a video game, I know, but... During the night, Ganondorf gave birth to a baby pig. That's a weird time for that to happen. Oh, so what's Ganondorf's son? Oh, Ganondorf doesn't have a kid? What? Okay, so I just googled this, and there's not much out there about it, so you know what? Ganon Jr. I saw something about a Douglas J. Like, is that for real? Where did they get that from? I don't know. Maybe they just made it up. Oh, well, anyway.